What is up, Fort Mitchell neighbors? My name is Aaron Smith, and you may have seen me in this month's magazine, Fort Mitchell Neighbors Magazine. The real estate update is back. Yes, there towards the back of the magazine, page 14 or 15. You can see we've got all the sales. Now, Fort Mitchell accounted for about, half or a third of those sales, but there's surrounding neighborhoods there. You'll notice too that there's a QR code right there in the bottom of that ad, and that's going to drive you to the online version of the Fort Mitchell market updates. And I'm going to share some things with you that you get to see, go a little bit deeper in depth on your and our neighborhood. So let's talk about what's happened in Fort Mitchell for the last year. There's been 67 homes that have sold in Beechwood School District. And of those 67 homes, the median sales price is about $485,000. And you can tell the average is a little bit higher at $525,000. We probably had I think we had a few $1 million sales that pulled that average up a little higher. But you can see that the median is $485,000. The low, we had a $220,000 sale, and then the high was a $1.3 million over the last 12 months. This is data from the MLS. So if there are sales that are off the MLS, you won't see them here just yet. Average days on market was around 41, and that tells me that something took a while to sell. The median was closer to 5 to 8 days to get a house sold in Fort Mitchell if it goes on the MLS. So great information to see. Of the homes that sold on the MLS, 70% of them sold in the first 30 days. And then another 12.3% took another month. And you probably had a few stragglers here. Maybe new construction took a little while longer with some of these on Floral and over at the Pinnacle by Ormsby Park. But a couple of things I want you to see. If your house sells in the first 30 days, there's 98.5% list price to sales price ratio. That's your original list to sales price. If your home takes a little bit longer, 31 to 60 days, it looks like you're getting around 10% haircut. So your original list price drops 10%, you finally get it sold. Again, we don't have a huge sample size here in Fort Mitchell. We've got 67 homes to work with, so these numbers may not be as accurate as they would be if you had a lot more homes to choose from. So we're going to look at a couple things here. What is on the market right now? Right now, we got Birdsall being marketed for $1. 143 Birdsall. That is an auction type situation. Looks like we got 24 days on market. Dixie Highway, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, asking $3,099. 401 Highland, we're there towards the back of Highland Avenue. We got a 2-bed, 2-bath at $337, just on the market one day. Now, of the 17 listings we've got in Fort Mitchell, 10 or 11 of them are at the Pinnacle. These are Fisher Homes, new construction over by Ormsby Park. I pulled these two listings because they're the low price and the high price point. 493.7 and 517. So you've got about a 20,000-ish window there for those 11 townhomes that are currently listed on the market. 88 Thompson just hit the market on Thursday, July 23rd for $530. Got yourself a 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath over there on Thompson. Got 41 Floral up there at $1.56 million. That's a 3-bed, 2.5-bath ranch. Fairly new or brand new, if I am not mistaken. I think it might be a brand new listing. And then you got 114 West Maple, $1.89 million. Such a beautiful house. Lastly here, what's pending right now? 20 Ross Avenue over there off of Highland. We're 3-bed, 1-bath at $259.9. That should be closing soon. 3 Harvard. What an awesome street. I have friends that live over there right across the street. We've got a 5-bedroom, 4 and 1/2-bath house. They were asking 1.2, under contract in 2 days. Beautiful Tudor home there. And then you got this 68 Greenbrier 5-bedroom, 2-bath house for 4.25 on Greenbrier. That's what's pending right now in Fort Mitchell. So with all that said, I am pumped to be part of the Fort Mitchell magazine. If you don't know me yet, I hope we get a chance to meet, and I hope that I can add some value to this neighborhood and connect people, highlight some local businesses. And if you see me out there at Camparoso or more than likely Better Blend, say hi, give me a fist bump, and tell me what I can be doing to help this community out. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching.